Hello everybody and welcome to Azure Samurai. On this video, I will be starting a series of videos based on Squadron. But first of all, what's Squadron? Squadron is a test tool, test framework, based on the Swiss Life open source, which is an initiative of Swiss Life to develop open source tools. There are many, and one of them is Squadron. Squadron is pretty interesting. On this video, I will be starting with the concepts. So like first things first, and first things are the concepts to understand why is this application, this test tool created, what is its goal, and also how does it work. Before I start, I'd like to thank you, my colleague and friend, Norman Scheiber. He gave me some hints on how to get this started and how to face these concepts, and so thanks a lot, and let's get to it. Squadron Concepts. What is Squadron, first of all? It's a test framework that provides application-dependent services. It does so by transparently managing infrastructure, enabling isolation between tests. So you can execute and have an application-dependent service that will be created for each one of your tests. The application services provided are either as containers or as cloud. But the main goal is to have them as containers. Why? Because this happens really fast. It happens in your computer or in your build server, and yeah, speed mostly. And cloud, well, you have to go to the cloud, you have to come back, and that's essentially the real service. So it's not really mocking, and also it can, depends what do you do, it can cost some money. Well, yeah. Some of the providers are like services, like Redis, Elasticsearch, Azure Storage, and others are simulating like DB, well, simulating. In fact, MongoDB, for example, it has real MongoDB on it, on a container that exposes a MongoDB. So we have RavenDB, MySQL, MariaDB, Neo4j, etc. And some of the Azure cloud providers are, Service Bus, Event Hub, Key Vault, Azure Storage, and some more are in the making. And also to be clear, this is just for .NET and XUnit. Well, usually if you use .NET, you use XUnit, right? But you may not do that, but it works with .NET and XUnit. Point. How does Squadron work? Each Squadron service provider provides a resource that we can access from a test class constructor. Well, we identify that. We will see that in a future video. But we have to add that there. And then we can use it from a test that is inside a test class. Then, a single Squadron resource will be provided per test. XUnit test, a fixture. Then we can use more than one service provider. So we could use MongoDB and Redis. As well, the resource can be either a container or cloud service. But we will focus on the container. And on the first test run, the container image will be downloaded if you don't have it already. When we execute a test, Squadron will create a container instance for that test only. The test will be executed, and then at the end, the container instance will be removed. A Liveness Pro will be implemented transparently by Squadron to ensure that everything works properly. And finally, everything will happen quite fast. As an example, this is a test class. This is a test library that has 3 test classes, one MongoDB, another MongoDB, and one that executes a Redis test. When we start running it, the containers will be downloaded, if it's not yet in Docker. This will take some time, quite a bit in fact. It's to go to the internet and download the image of that container. And they will appear on the Docker image list. When I'm executing the test, the container will be created. So you may spot that on the containers apps in Docker, and you can see that it has been created. In this case, it's the Redis. And then the container starts running and the test will be executed. one container will be created and started for each test. And then when the test is finished, the corresponding container will be exited and removed. As a summary, Squadron is a test framework that provides application-dependent services. This is done as a containers or cloud services, managing all the wiring for you. It's doing everything behind, so you don't have to. Then it provides the test fixture in dependency, either local or in your build server as well. And then it will make simulating dependent services very easy, thanks to Squadron, of course. And that's it for this video. Thank you and see you on the next one.